What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Mina and Michi. This game released on June 30th, 2021. It's published by EastAsiaSoft and it's developed by LightUo as well as Ratalaika games. Without a guide, this game will take you about 45 minutes to an hour to get your full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy. However, if you're watching or following a guide, it should only take about 20 to 30 minutes. So we're going to start up the game on easy, and basically what we have going on here is we're able to control both of our characters with each of the thumbsticks. So the left stick controls one of your characters and the right stick controls your other character. So you're basically going to have to be using both thumbsticks in effort to make your way through the level. Again, each thumbstick controls each character. So we're going to start off by stepping on that switch and then walking through the gate with our other character. You're going to pick up the padded gloves. This is going to allow us to push blocks. You'll see in just a second. There's a different button for pushing for each of the characters. I believe one of the characters pushes the block with A and the other one pushes the block with right trigger. Now, Michi, which I believe is the blue character, the one that kind of looks like a Fall Guy or an Among Us character. But once you get right here, you're going to solve our first puzzle, in which we're going to unlock another achievement or trophy. Just make sure you're following along with everywhere that I'm going. I just collected my first key. You can open the gray gates by pressing right trigger to use that silver key. Now, we want to make sure that we don't use it or waste it on that gate, as we can basically retrace our steps and basically not waste that silver key. So I recommend going back and not using that silver key, because we're going to need the silver key for some other stuff. So as of right now, we have 2 silver keys. I used one of them on that gate right there and we saved the other one. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a boss battle straight ahead. We can unlock it right away because we saved that key, but we don't have any way to attack quite yet. So just make sure that you take some damage from the boss and that you walk out. Now that we've taken some damage, we can go ahead and try to recover some of our health. We'll be doing that pretty shortly here, but for now, we're going to push the blocks over the switches. You may need to make sure that you push it all the way down, otherwise it won't let you push it to the side. It's a little tedious. But basically, we're going to push these boxes over to the switch or the crates. And we have one left. So go ahead and push that box or that crate over the switch. And there we go. We're going to unlock a gate over on the left-hand side. But we do know where the first boss battle is located. So we're going to retrace our steps once we figure out a way to attack enemies. Now, down here, we have a couple enemies to the left and a puzzle to the right. We're going to solve the puzzle to the right. All you need to do is move the crates over the switches. There are 4 of them total. As you can see, I just picked up a heart and I ended up getting the achievement called Heal for recovering some health. Just make sure that you took some damage from some type of enemy and that you end up picking up some health. That way you get that achievement or trophy. It should come naturally. Head over here. Make sure you pick up the golden key. The golden keys are used to open up chests. You're going to get an achievement after collecting your first golden key. We can't attack these enemies quite yet because we don't know how to yet, or we don't have the skill. So go ahead and press on the switch, let the other one over, and then we're going to exit over here on the left. Now we have another puzzle, so go ahead and move these crates over the switches once again. Just going to move it down and to the left. And we have another one right here. We're also going to be moving this one down and to the left. Alright, it opened the gate at the top. However, let's go ahead and see what we have down here. I believe there's a gold key all the way to the right. At this point, the achievements don't require us to collect any more gold keys, but I'm going to collect it, just in case. There are some instances where, those treasure chests have a ton of gems in them, and you can use the gems to purchase certain gates, which can help you get other achievements if you're not finding them in other locations. But anyhow, go through that gate. You're going to end up finding the Amulet of Might, and now we can attack. We have to press A or RB to attack, depending on which character you're using. If you're using Michi, it's RB. If you're using A, she has a projectile where you can press A to shoot the projectile. Now, Once you clear out all of the enemies, it opens up purple gates. So if you see a purple gate, that can be opened by clearing out all of the enemies in that level or in that room. So now that we did that, we're gonna go ahead and backtrack just a little bit because now we can go ahead and defeat the boss now that we know how to attack. But first, you wanna make sure you go down here because there's actually a secret gate or a purple gate for killing all of the enemies over here on the left-hand side. So just grab Mina and go ahead and use your projectiles to kill those 3 enemies. That purple gate is going to open, in which you can collect the maximum heart upgrade. That's going to get you an achievement for collecting your first health increase. After that, we're going to exit over to the right. Now, we can find the first boss battle at the top of the level. However, we still need to collect a stamina increase, and there's actually one located here in this first level. We actually just need to open up the purple gate over there on the right-hand side. To do this, as you can imagine, we need to clear out all of the enemies. There's some enemies located on the lower right-hand corner, so just use one of your characters to open up the switch and the other character to attack the enemies. There we go. After you kill both of those slimes, you're going to unlock the purple gate on the right-hand side. At this point, we're going to kill all of the enemies down here. That's going to open up the purple gate up here. And then once you get the purple gate open, what you want to do is push the boxes or the crates above the switches. And then after that, that will solve that puzzle and it will open up our next gate. Just make sure that you're pushing the boxes in the same way that I'm pushing them, because you can trap yourself, and in that case you would need to exit the level, go back into this level or this room. That way the boxes reset. But as long as you push them in this order, you're sure to go ahead and solve that puzzle fairly easily. There we go. That unlocked the gate, in which has the stamina upgrade behind it. And after you collect that upgrade, we're going to unlock an achievement for doing so. That's the More Energy achievement worth 90 gamer score for getting our first stamina extension. After that, we're going to retrace our steps and we're going to head into the boss battle. Personally, I found that this boss was really easy to defeat. I didn't die or anything like that. All you got to do is use Mina to shoot the projectiles. After you defeat the boss, you're going to unlock an achievement for defeating the first boss. Alright, perfect. So at this point, we have basically 3 ways that we can go from here: up, left, and right. I can tell you this right now, the next boss is located up. So what you want to do is eventually make your way over here. However, I can tell you right now, to make it to the next boss, we're going to need 2 more silver keys. So if you find yourself going all the way up in this room, you're going to find that there's a silver gate at top, and we're not going to be able to proceed without getting a silver key. So our goal here is to find a silver key to open this gate. Not only that, but we're going to need a second silver key to open up the boss gate. So our goal is to find 2 silver keys. So yeah, real quick, I just wanted to take a minute to show you guys where the next boss is located. Ultimately, after we complete or defeat that second boss, we're going to have the full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy, assuming you've been following along. So we're going to start off by going over to the left-hand side. Now, once you get in here, we're going to have a puzzle, but also a bunch of enemies. Clearing out all of the enemies will open up the purple gate, and solving the puzzle will open up the brown gate. So I'm going to start off by clearing out all of these enemies, but ultimately I do want to solve this puzzle. So make sure that you're moving these blocks in the same order I am. That way you can solve it without having to reset the level or get any blocks stuck. Along the way, you can go ahead and kill the enemies as well, because again, we want to open up the purple gate and the brown gate. Just have to move 2 more blocks. I'm going to have to move my other character. If your other character's in the way, basically you won't be able to move it over that switch. So as you can see, the switch didn't turn green because Michi was in the way. Now, I opened that purple gate with the chest, however, I'm going to ignore it for now. The chests don't really matter at this point, to be honest. Now, this room is going to have 2 gates, a purple gate and a brown gate. You only really need to worry about the purple gate if you still need the stamina extension. You can find a second stamina extension through the purple gate at the top of this level. However, we already have that, so we're going to skip that purple gate at the top and we're going to go to the left through the brown gate. You will need to solve the puzzle in that room to unlock the brown gate. Alright, so next we're going to have another puzzle right in front of us, so make sure that you move the blocks in the same way I am, and you're sure to solve this puzzle easily. Not only do you need to place the crates above the switches, but we're also going to need to stand above the top switch and bottom switch with each of our characters. Once you do that, it will open up the brown gate at the top. So we're going to move that crate, we're going to move this one, and then move it down, and then move this one to the right. Okay, as you can see, it didn't open quite yet, so we need to place our characters over the remaining switches at the top and the bottom. There we go. And just move Mina just a little bit, and there we go. We unlocked the next gate. So proceed through this gate, and we're going to find our next silver key. Now, as you can see, it has a brown gate in front of it. As you can imagine, what we need to do to open up that brown gate is to solve the next puzzle. I want to point out, I did point it out earlier, but Michi, the one that looks kind of like a Fall Guy or Among Us character, does not take damage. Mina does take damage, so I recommend pushing the blocks with Michi because he doesn't take any damage, and if you move them with Mina and she gets hit by any of these spikes, it will, damage her, and so this could cause you to have to, restart at a checkpoint or something like that. So I highly recommend moving them with Michi because he does not take any damage. So again, just make sure that you're pushing these blocks in the same way I am. That way you don't, mess up or get any blocks stuck. If so, you'll need to walk out of this room, walk back into the room so that the blocks or crates get reset. So I solved the left side, and we pretty much just need to rinse and repeat this method for the right hand side of the level. So I'm going to start off by pushing this block up here. This would be really difficult to pull off if you were trying to push this with Mina, so it really helps to know that Michi does not take any damage, because trying to do this with those spikes coming at you, if you're using Mina, more than likely you would die a few times trying this, so it's really important that you execute this with Michi. So go ahead and grab that silver key. After you have the silver key, we're going to retrace our steps, so head over to the right, and then we're going to head all the way down. And once you end up in this room, we're going to head back over to the right. And at this point, we're back in the base for the second chapter. So again, you can go up and you're going to find your path towards the next boss or towards the next level. I'm just going to show you real quick. As I mentioned before, we do need 2 silver keys, but the first silver key is going to unlock this gate right here. But we're going to find that there's still a second silver gate that is going to lead us to the second boss battle. So we will need to get a second silver key right up there, as you guys can see. So being that we do not have any more silver keys, we will need to go back and collect a second one. So I'm going to retrace my steps. Matter of fact, I just died, so that started me off right there. We're going to go down and then down once more. To do that, you'll need to have one of your characters press on this switch. Okay guys, so again, our goal here is to find a second silver key. Once we find another silver key, we'll be able to enter the second boss battle. And after we complete that second boss battle, we should have our full 1000 gamer score or platinum trophy. Okay, so to find the next silver key, we are going to need to make our way through the next few rooms. So for this room, we're going to go ahead and just clear out all of the enemies, opening up the next purple gate at the top of the room. Once you open up the purple gate, we can go ahead and go through it. And with this next room, we have 2 different gates, a purple gate and a brown gate. Ultimately, this time we need to unlock the brown gate. So as you can imagine, we need to solve the puzzle. So for this, what we want to do is clear out any enemies that are getting in your way. We're not going to go through the purple gate this time. However, it definitely makes it easier if you clear out the enemies. So have one of your characters, preferably Mina, step on the switch and have Michi go and move the block. We have 2 different switches on the right hand side of the level, so you will need to have one of your characters step on that switch in effort to get the crates across that gate right there. Alright, so far so good. We have 1 crate on the other side. We still have 1 more switch on the other side. There is a switch to open up that gate, so just make sure that you're having one of your characters step on that switch so the other character can push the block or crate over the gate. Alright, so we're going to push this all the way up and then to the right, and that's going to cover those 2 switches. The other ones are fairly easy. They're pretty much right in front of the crates. So we're going to push this one up. We're going to push this one up and then to the right. There we go. Only 2 left. We're going to push this one down and to the right. And then we're simply going to push this one down. Alright, that's going to open up the brown gate at the top. Walk through there. And from here, we're going to make our way up to the top of the room. As you can see, the puzzle or the brown gate is going to allow you to get a health upgrade, but we already got that, so no need to worry about solving this puzzle. All we need to do is clear out all of the enemies so that we can proceed through the purple gate. Alright, so this is the room that we need to get in terms of getting this second silver key. What we need to do is clear out all of the enemies, so I recommend having Mina step on the switch and then just go in there, spamming the right trigger button, or maybe RB to attack with Michi, and that's going to clear out all of the enemies, unlocking the purple gate. Just make sure that you don't leave Michi behind. You need to make sure that you stay on that switch so that you can exit out of it. Now, once you open up the purple gate, you're going to find a brown gate with a silver key behind it. As you can imagine, to unlock the brown gate, we need to solve the puzzle once again. Make sure you push this block far enough, otherwise you won't be able to get behind it to push it up, and then go behind it and push it in the corner. You're gonna rinse and repeat that for these bottom crates. Push this one all the way over, push this one down. Make sure you push it far enough to the right where you'll be able to get behind it. Once you push it down, get behind it, push it over. All right, perfect. So now we got another silver key. So at this point, we can head back over to the location of the second boss battle. That way we can participate and defeat the second boss. After we do that, we should get our final achievement or trophy. So again, we're just retracing our steps here. Just make sure that you follow along. We're going to head all the way to the bottom, and then we're going to head all the way over to the left. At this point, all of these gates are already unlocked. You don't need to resolve the puzzles or anything like that. So again, we're just simply retracing our steps, getting back to the base right here. So go up. We already unlocked our first silver gate with the first silver key that we had found, at least in the second chapter. You're going to need to step on this switch to let your other character up. And again, we already used our last silver key to open up that gate. However, we have that second silver gate at the top of this room. Again, it leads to our second boss battle. So just head up here, making sure that Mina doesn't take any damage. Again, Michi can walk straight through the spikes, but you want to make sure you're being patient with Mina. Use that silver key to open up that gate. You want to hide both of your characters at the bottom of this level, and then you just want to simply spam the projectiles with Mina. After she shoots enough projectiles, she's going to defeat the second boss. At this point, you guys should have the full 1000 gamer score out of the full 1000 gamer score. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 16 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, AOJ, Kegger101, Kana25, Michael Banksa, and Purple Rain 6. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.